Alright, so today we're going to be talking about solving for unknowns, and today we're going to be talking about addition equations. So let's look at our next page. Remember that a variable is a letter or symbol that represents a number. So let's go through and look at some more examples real quick. Like a variable can be b. Like b equals 45, and you will know that b is the variable. Or we can have something like this, that diamond equals 16. And in this situation, that the diamond is the variable, is representing a number. Now sometimes we're going to have situations where they're not going to tell us what the numbers are. We have to find out what the unknown number is. So let's look at some scenarios. Remember, we're only talking about addition equations today. So z plus 94 equals 289. So now let's look at how we should go about solving that. Remember what we talked about in class about doing inverse operation, about doing the opposite. And so let's see why we're either going to do an inverse operation or we're going to carry on and do the same operation that it's telling us to do. So the first thing, let's try to do an inverse operation. I'm going to change my color. 289 minus 94. Let me change color, so I'm going to have to do some regrouping here. So this is going to be a 2, and this is now going to be 18. So if I subtract, that's going to give me 5, that's going to give me 9, and that is going to give me, that's supposed to be a 1, that's going to give me 195. If I go through and check my work, $195 and 94, that's going to give me 9, 8, 2. So far, it seems like if the variable is on the left of an addition equation, so far it seems the rule is that we must add. So I'm not going to write the rule out. I'm just going to let you know that the variable's on the left, we add. But now this time, let's add it up and see. So 289 plus 94. So 289 plus 94. So that's going to give me 3. Regroup. Give me 8. Regroup again. 383. So we see that by trying it both ways, by doing an inverse operation and by just doing the same operation that the equation is asking us to do, that the one that works for variables on the left of an addition equation, we must add. So 195 equals z. Now I can box my answer. So let's look at one more. This time we have the variable on the right. The first thing we're going to try to do is we're going to try to continue through, and we're going to try to add just like we've done at first, because it's asking us to add. So let's try to see if we can add to find z. So 429 86 equals z. Okay, add those up. 5, regroup. 11, regroup to the hundredths place. 515. Okay, so right now 515 equals z. So let's go to the next side here, and we're going to add that to 86. So 515 86, because we're saying that this is z. So that's 1, regroup, 0, regroup, 601 equals, and that doesn't give us 601 and 429 does not, they don't match each other. So let's try to do the inverse operation, see if that's going to do any better for us. So z equals 429 minus 86. Z equals 429 minus 86. So I don't have to regroup in my ones place, but I am going to have to group my tens. So that's 3. This is going to be 12. So 3, 4, 343. Now, so 343 equals Z. Let's add them. Let's check. 343, 86, 9, 2, regroup, 429. So that does check. So whenever we have a variable on the right, we still must do the same thing that we did, even if it's on the left, and we have to, we have to do that inverse operation, and we have to subtract. And that is the end of our lesson, and I'm going to leave you with some practice problems. I'm going to leave you with 2. Alright, and that is the end of our lesson. Stay tuned for Solving for Unknowns with Subtraction.